Welcome to Dice Breakers. Today we're going to be taking a look at modern art. Modern art is all about high-stakes art dealing. The world wants to know which artists are going to be the next big thing, and it's up to the players to tell them. Which artists will set the world on fire? Which art dealer will get the richest helping them set the world on fire? Let's learn modern art. Modern art comes with one board, a deck of 70 cards, 5 player screens, some coins, and 12 value chips. Modern art is played over the course of 4 rounds. Each round consists of a number of auctions in which players will acquire paintings. At the end of each round, players will be paid for the paintings they own. As the rounds progress, some artists will build a legacy and their paintings will gain more and more value. At the end of the game, the art dealer with the most money wins. Every player is given a player screen and 100 euros worth of coins. For the remainder of the game, all players' money will be kept secret behind their player screens. The remaining money forms a bank. The players will be paid from the bank over the course of the game. Each player is dealt a number of cards based on the number of players. In a 3-player game, 10 cards. In a 4-player game, 9 cards. In a 5-player game, 8 cards. The remaining cards are kept in a face-down deck in the middle of the table, near the board. There are 4 rounds in modern art. Each round, players will take turns auctioning off 1 or 2 cards from their hand. Go ahead and pick a starting player. That person will play a card to the center of the table and become the first auctioneer. The symbol on the card will determine the type of auction that's about to happen. Note that the auctioneer is free to bid on their own card. If the auctioneer wins their own card, they'll acquire the card and pay its cost to the bank. If any other player wins the bid, they acquire the card and pay its cost to the auctioning player. When you're auctioning a card, sometimes it's better to take the other player's money and run than it is to bid. Let's talk about some of the symbols on these cards that can determine the different types of auctions. If you see euro signs inside of bubbles, this will be a real-time auction. All players can shout out numbers just like in the movies. Once everyone runs out of steam and stops bidding, the price is set and the card is sold at that price. If the card has a picture of euros inside of a circle, the auction will proceed once around the table, starting to the left of the auctioneer and ending at the auctioneer. Players only get one chance to bid. They can each either raise the bid or pass. Whoever was the last to bid gets the card at that price. If the symbol on the card depicts a euro in a fist, this will be a simultaneous closed fist bid. Each player secretly places an amount of money in their hand, closes it, and places their hand in the air. All players will reveal, and whoever was holding the most money wins the auction at that price. If the card has a picture of a euro on a sign, this is a fixed price auction, kind of like a buy it now on eBay. The auctioneer sets a price for the card, starting with the player to the auctioneer's left and ending at the auctioneer. Each player will get a chance to pay that price. Whoever's the first to pay the price gets the card. If the symbol on the card looks like a card plus a card, the auctioneer can follow it up by a card by the same artist that has one of the other 4 symbols on it. This auction takes on the type indicated by the second symbol, but now both cards are up for auction. For this type of auction, both cards must be by the same artist. After an auction is over, the next player clockwise becomes the auctioneer. As players win auctions, they'll acquire more and more cards face up in front of them. There are 5 different artists in the game: Nex, Bahut, Darmoire, Sadland, and Corico. Once a single artist has had a 5th painting put up for auction, the auctioning stops immediately with no auction occurring, and the round is scored. Here's how the end of the round scoring works. Let's assume it's in the second round. We already have some tokens on the board from previous rounds. Whichever artist has the most paintings on the table gets the 30 token placed on their second row. In this case, that's Bahut. Whichever artist has the second most paintings on the table gets the 20 token. and whichever artist has the third most paintings on the table gets the 10 token. If two artists have the same number of paintings on the table when allocating tokens, in this case, Sadland and Corico, The tie breaks from left to right. Nex beats all the other artists. Bahut beats Darmoire, Sadland, and Koriko. Darmoire beats Sadland and Koriko, and Sadland beats Koriko. So in our example, with Sadland and Koriko, Sadland would get the 20 token, and Koriko would get the 10 token. But here's the catch. No matter how much an artist was worth in previous rounds, if they don't place in the top 3 in this round, their paintings will be worthless. That means that anyone who was holding paintings by Darmoire or by Nex would get 0 points, even though Nex had scored during previous rounds. To solidify the concept of the end of round scoring, let's go over another example. Let's suppose that we are ending the 3rd round of the game and someone has just played the 5th Koriko. Since Koriko has the most cards on the table, Koriko would get the 30 token. Everyone who had a Koriko would be paid 40 for each Koriko in front of them, 30 for the 3rd round, and 10 from the previous rounds. Both Sadland and Bahut have 2 paintings on the table. Since Bahut is further to the left on the board, Bahut will be considered in 2nd place in this round and will receive the 20 token, and Sadland will receive the 10 token. Anyone who owned a Bahut would be paid 70 for each Bahut they own, 20 for the 3rd round and 50 for the previous rounds. Anyone who was holding a Sadland would be paid 60 for each Sadland they own, 10 for the 3rd round and 50 for the previous rounds. Since neither Nex nor Darmoire were in the top 3 artists for this round, any paintings by Nex and Darmoire are worth nothing this round, even if they have any value from previous rounds. After each of the first 3 rounds is scored, all of the cards are discarded from the table, and all players take their money behind their screens. Players will retain their hands of cards, and new cards will be dealt out to each player, with the amount varying based on player count and round number. Consult the rulebook for the particular numbers. After the 4th round is scored, whoever has the most money behind their screen wins. It's that simple. Despite its simplicity, this game really rewards clever play and careful calculation. It hits that easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master sweet spot, and for that reason, it's one of our favorites at Dicebreakers. Now you know how to play modern art. Go ahead and click here to watch our Let's Play video. We all agree that it's one of the greatest videos of our time. Trust us, we're art dealers.